Ladies and gentlemen, this is a story that came out Friday, June 22nd, 2018, in the Chicago Tribune. Joe Jackson hospitalized in final stages of terminal cancer. This is truly sad news. You know, Joe Jackson is definitely the patriarch that everybody knew to the Jackson family, and the father of probably the most famous entertainment family on the face of this earth. There has never been anybody that has come close to matching the talent of the Jacksons, and there never will be. Ladies and gentlemen, it says that he's in the final stages of terminal cancer, and the story also came out in Variety and TMZ, Daily Mail, are all reporting on this story. Family members, including his wife, Catherine, are said to have visited him in the hospital this week. Jackson is 89. Wow, he's 89 years old. Has suffered from a variety of ailments in recent years, including dementia, strokes, and at least one heart attack, according to reports. He was injured in a car accident a year ago. The famously headstrong Jackson, father of 11 children, drove his performing family hard and at times subject them to physical and mental abuse. Well, we heard these stories over the years, but the Jackson family, they still seem to be very close-knit, despite all of the stuff that goes out into the public. So, we know who the sons are: Jackie, Tito, Jermaine, Marlon, and Michael. Although younger sibling Randy also performed with the group, daughters Latoya, Rebe, and of course, Janet. And they've all released albums in one fashion or another. Over the decade, Joe has had his contentious relationship with many family members, including Michael. But towards the end of Michael's life, he was handling a lot of the legal affairs of Michael. They said, whenever anyone got in trouble in the family, Joe Jackson was the go-to person because he knew how to handle people better than anyone else. The Daily Mail claims the Jacksons' handlers had barred certain family members from visiting him, which son and former Jackson 5 member Jermaine spoke about to the paper. No one knew what was going on. We shouldn't have to beg, plead, and argue to see our own father, especially at a time like this, he reportedly said. We have been hurting. We were not being told where he was and couldn't get the full picture, even from the doctor. My mother was worried sick. So, those are normal things. But, every family feud, I don't think there's anyone on the face of the earth that never had their differences. I would think at a time like this, they would want their privacy and not really be all out in the public with such a tragic thing that's going on in their family. But we know how the paparazzis and many of these gossip papers, we know how they work. They're going to intrude on them whether they like it or not. The Jackson family, so Joe Jackson had lived in Vegas for several years. Even when Michael was alive, I believe that's where he was living, in Las Vegas. One of his most recent public appearances was the BET Awards in 2015, attending with his daughter Janet as she accepted the Ultimate Icon Award. That same year, he suffered a stroke that reportedly left him with temporarily blurred vision. Okay. So, again, this is sad news that's coming out of the Jackson family. Cancer is a terrible thing. My father died of pancreatic cancer, and it was hard watching him deteriorate and die. And that really stays with you. You know how much damage cancer can do to the body. I mean, it literally eats you alive. I mean, I wouldn't wish that on anyone, and that certainly includes Joe Jackson. Cancer is a terrible way to die. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I will see you on the next video. And if you can support my channel, please do. Peace, family.